Nixon has that hotline. All right, here we go. Alario calls state budget crisis tough as I've seen. I think that was a misquote because this is Greg Hillman wrote the piece, and Greg Hillman has not quoted or said something right ever. But that's what he said. John Alario probably meant to say, this budget crisis is the biggest budget mess I ever created. I don't know why I keep doing this to the state. John Alario, tough as... Folks, John Alario, along with Jim Fannin and Bobby Jindal, have been setting these budgets for the last 7 years. John Alario is not the problem. John Alario is the problem, and everybody's going back to John Alario. You ought to see these quotes that I'm reading, not only from here, but from McGinnis's Political Facts Weekly. He said, the truth is solutions will happen once we get back to Baton Rouge and everybody's in the same building. But listen to this, $1.6 billion hole. Neil Raza, y'all know he's a Republican. He's the head of the Senate Revenue and Fiscal Affairs. I quote him, the Republican Neil Raza. I definitely think members are confident in President Alario's ability to seek and find a solution. Neil, he caused the problem. John Alario's the problem. He started the mess. He caused the mess. And people think John Alario's going to fix the problem? He can't fix the problem. He is the problem. He's the problem, folks. He's the leader of all the hellhole in Baton Rouge and all that we're going through. Here they ask, watch this one. Here's another quote. He's been here before. John Alario said he's never been here before. But anyway, this guy says he's been here before. He's prepared for this type of crisis, and everyone knows that. Senator Francis Defeat Thompson. Francis Thompson is a guy that has screwed the state. But boy, he's wealthy now. And half of his family's wealthy. Alario said solutions will almost certainly come through in a combination of measures. Now, let's move on to the weekly facts of the political facts. John Alario has never wielded more influence over the legislative process during his 43 years. God, this guy was in charge of this process under Edwin Edwards. Those who know him best suggest he's approaching the coming session with an uncharacteristic sense of uncertainty. He caused the problem. He knows where all the dead bodies are. Ask House members if they'll tell you it doesn't matter what they do. Quote, it only matters what John does with what we sent over there, said a longtime representative. Ask Senate members, and they'll tell you they prefer to defer. Everything is waiting to see what John is going to do, said a senator. I feel like he's grasping right now, but it won't last. He's seen every kind of cycle and catastrophic situation there is. Ask the lobbyists, and they'll tell you, no need to worry. Alario's crafting the plan. He's the adult in the room. He's not going to pay attention to all those crazy ideas that's being floated. He knows the election year. Administration sources added there are very workable pieces in the budget proposal, but John's going to have to pull it some together. According to this, they spent time with John Alario, dished out a number of topics, including playing golf with U.S. Senator David Vitter. And by the way, my hope and prayer, Senator Vitter, is listen to me. If you're going to put John Alario as the Senate president, and you don't get John Alario out the way, you will be a failed governor if you win. That goes for Jay Darden, Scott Angel, and Mr. Bill Edwards. But he's going to play golf with David Vitter. Look, folks, this is simple. These are the people headed by this man and Jim Big Lake Fannin, I knew nothing Fannin, and Bobby Jindal have put us in this situation. Okay, let's go to John Alario. He's going to solve the problem, right? John Alario's going to solve the problem. All right, John, what did you do to fix the roads? It's only $12.3 billion in the hole. John had all these years to fix it. He didn't fix it. All right, Mr. Alario, what have you done with the unaccrued liability, our retirement system? How have you done that? What have you done to fix it? Nothing. He's done nothing. It's gotten worse. What has he done with our debt? It's doubled under Bobby Jindal. He's the head of the Senate. The man's he's not fixed anything. All right, let's go to higher ed. How y'all doing with higher ed with the budget cuts? John fixed that. John's got all the money for the universities and colleges. We got all that fixed, right? What has John Alario fixed? He's not fixed a dang thing. He's a destroyer. He's destroyed this state. He's hurt this state. And if he's the answer, if he's got the answers, and he's the answer, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble, folks. You got people writing. The lobbyists, everybody knows John Alario, 43 years there of running this state. Edwin Edwards, his right-hand man all these years. Bobby Jindal's right-hand man. And you people out there think I'm going crazy. I'm not the crazy one. I'm the one that's right. I called it on Jindal. I called it on all these guys. This man cannot fix this state. Jim Big Lake Fannin cannot fix this state. They caused the destruction. They caused the problems in this state. And the money problems we have, it goes right on top of them, and the answer is going to be come back and tax me and you, so we're not going to change anything. John Alario is not going to change anything, folks. I can't help if he owns the Neil Risers and the Mike Walsworths and the little bitty peacock fell out of Shreveport. He owns them. I can't help that. I can't help it, people. Everybody's scared of him. I'm not scared of him. Nobody should be scared of him. He ought to be run out of Dodge. Well, at one time, the state Republican Party thought he was the mafia. They put their arms around him. And I don't care if Senator Vitter plays golf with him. I hope when Senator Vitter plays golf and he goes to swing, he goes, hey, by the way, John, you're not going to be the Senate president. He'll probably hit the ball to the left somewhere. I mean, this guy's got to go. Fannin's got to go. We don't need them in leadership position. John Alario should be in charge of the committee of pure garbage or waste materials. That's what Alario ought to be in charge of. That's what he's used to dealing with. Pure crap. And John Alario, everybody said, watch Alario. Alario's going to fix it. Alario's not going to fix it. Alario learned it. What do you do in a baseball team when a coach just destroys a baseball team? You fire him. What do you do when you're a CEO of a company that's going down because the guy was a bad CEO? You fire him. John Alario's the only one I know that walks through cow manure and comes out smelling like roses. How in the world can that happen? Because we allow it. And I'm right on every word I said. He's not going to fix anything. And Senator Vitter, please don't tell me this man would be in your so-called cabinet. Boy, that would be a bad decision. We got to take a break, and I'm going to calm down.